Today I'm going to be having a look at a couple of rather nice little thermal spotters from HIKMICRO. First up, I've got the Falcon FQ50L, this is the Model 2, and I've also got the Condor CQ35L, again the Mark II. So essentially, in terms of performance, both these units are actually quite similar. They've got the same 640 by 512 sub 15 net D12 micron sensor, which in a nutshell means you're going to get very crisp, very sharp images. The only difference is with these two units is one has the 50mm objective lens and the other has the 35mm objective lens. So essentially what that means is the bigger 50mm lens is going to be better at distance. The 35mm lens will give you a wider field of view and make it easier to scan in closer proximity. Both these units use Hik's new shutterless technology, which means it does away with that annoying click and then the freezing of the picture as the sensor recalibrates. Both these units also have a 1000-meter laser rangefinder. With the Falcon here, you can see it's housed in the front of the lens and just below the lens in the Condor. You'll also notice both these units have a very neat little focus wheel on the back here, which makes focusing very easy using a one-hand operation. You can do all the controls one hand on both these units, very ergonomically designed, and as I say, with this little wheel you can just rotate that very easily with a finger and get very precise focusing. As is pretty standard these days on most thermal units, both of these have got inbuilt recording, so you record footage direct to inbuilt memory. You can also play it back on both these units as well in the screen, which is very useful. They've both got various colour palettes, so you've got a black hot, a white hot, a red, a fusion, and then you've got a red monochrome and a green monochrome. They've both also got picture-in-picture mode if you like to use that, as well as a nice large OLED display. Let's take a closer look at each unit individually. So we'll start off with the Falcon. Like the Condor, the Falcon runs on a 21700 battery, which is housed just in here. So as you can see, it's like an 18650 battery, it's just a little bit more chunky, and that will give you a longer run time, which incidentally is 6 hours with the Falcon here and 6.5 hours with the Condor. It's a reasonably lightweight unit, weighing in at 583 grams, and it's got a base mag of 2.7 with a maximum zoom of 21.6. You've got a 50mm f1 objective lens there with, as you can see, the laser rangefinder housed just here. It's also got a good solid plastic cover to protect the lens. Overall, the unit feels really nicely made, very solid. Nice simple 3-button controls there with the wheel just behind, and the power button is just off to the side here, so you're not going to accidentally press that when you're trying to zoom in and out or use any of the other controls. Rubber eye cap on the back there, and it also comes with a carry strap and a very nice HIKMICRO case. So moving over to the Condor now, this I have to say is my favourite of the two units. Its ergonomics are just lovely, it just sits in the hand really nicely. Again, you've got completely one-hand operation, doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, all the buttons just sit really nicely where you want them, and again the focus wheel is just on the back there, and again the 3-button controls. So very similar operation, same menu setup as the Falcon. This one has the 35mm objective lens, and as I said earlier, the laser rangefinder sits just below it. The Condor has a 1800-meter detection range and a 1.9 base mag, which is ideal for spotting large areas quickly. Again, it comes with the HIKMICRO case, the same as the Falcon. As with the Falcon, you've also got a little tripod mount on the base, and on this unit the battery is housed in a little compartment on the back here, and again, like the Falcon, it's the 21700 battery. So now that we've had a quick look at both of these units, we'll take them out in the field and have a look and see just how well each of these perform. Right, well, I've been out this evening with both of these units. I've got to say, both of them are excellent. Now, my initial sort of gut feeling was that I preferred the Condor as the unit for me, probably based more than anything on the weight, the size, and the ergonomics of it. But in actual fact, I think in use, I probably prefer, for foxing at least, the Falcon. I found that the slightly larger screen and that higher base mag, although it was still quite high for kind of scanning around in this fairly small couple of fields here, it was still perfectly usable, and it gave a very sharp image, slightly sharper than the Condor, because you've obviously got that higher base mag, so when you start magnifying this, you're purely magnifying it digitally. But all that said and done, I do still like this one for the size of it and the ergonomics. I did find that a few times with this one, because it's got the round body, sometimes you bring it up to your eye and you kind of have to rotate a little bit to bring your fingers to where the buttons are. If it kind of had that sort of little thumb niche out of it, like this one has on the bottom there, that would make it a bit more intuitive to sort of, when you bring it up, that you would know instinctively which way up it was before you look through it. Obviously when you look through it, you can see which way up it is because you display which way that's orientated. But as I say, yeah, both of these perform really well. So now I'm really torn as to which one I do prefer. Love the performance of this one for foxing anyway. I think this one probably would tick all the boxes as a stalking thermal, because it's got the lower base mag, so it does give you a sort of kind of wider field of view. So if you're stalking around woodland, this one is probably going to be ideal for that, whereas this one is probably the one to go for a foxing thermal. So we've seen a few rabbits and that about this evening. We had one came right into some ridiculous distance, like about 5 yards or something, and just sat there just to want to get on camera. We've had a few more that are around kind of 30 to 50 yards, and one or two which on the footage there were probably out about 80 to 90 yards. We've also seen quite a few foxes. There's been 3 foxes, maybe more, that I've seen this evening, so that means I do need to come up and have a good thin out up here, because they will be lambing soon. But the foxes were very obliging, and hopefully I've managed to get some nice footage of the foxes sort of running around or wandering around. A lot of those were sort of fairly close, probably 60-70 yards, and maybe one or two that were out perhaps 100 yards, but generally they were very close. And yeah, it would just sort of show the quality of the sensors in both of these units. So anyway, I hope you found it interesting. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe.